Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to give you a quick rundown on the brand new Kinefinity Eagle HDMI e-Viewfinder. If you've been looking to level up your camera setup, whether you're shooting on a mirrorless, DSLR, or even a cinema camera, this would be a pretty big game changer, honestly. Let's start with what makes this EVF so interesting. At its core, it's rocking a full HD 0.7-inch micro OLED display with 10-bit processing, which basically means you're getting super accurate colors and a really sharp image. That makes pulling focus a lot easier, especially if you're working in a fast-paced environment or even low light or really bright conditions also. One thing I love is the HDMI loop out. So you can feed the signal to another monitor or recorder without a bunch of extra cables or splitters. It also runs completely fanless, so it's totally silent. No annoying background buzz messing up your audio. Plus it's powered by a PD USB Type-C cable. So you can hook it up to a power bank or any USB-C power you've got on hand, like a V-mount battery or something like that. A lot of these V-mount batteries nowadays come with USB-C right there on top. They've included a bunch of handy on-screen tools like waveform, histogram, false color, and focus peaking. So you can dial in your exposure and focus with confidence, honestly. So we have focus assist here. False color is 2. Number 3 is zoom, so we can zoom in on things. Record gives me a waveform, and then we have counter lock, which is our knob here, if I press that in. So let's see what we got going on here. Let's get out of the menu. Let's go to 1. All right, so there's our focus assist. Honestly, not trying to be like super into Kinefinity right now, but it's really impressive. 0 latency, very little latency. Oh, maybe not 0. Very low latency though, of adjusting my focus. And then if I go into number 2, this is false color. So if I put everything up to bright red, so we have our standard false color. You know what's cool actually is this false color is only giving me, yeah, I like that false color. It's giving me red and green. So it's just our highlights and our shadows. So no purple. If we go over here into the dark black, it's just giving me black. And then anything that's exposed properly is green. Anything overexposed is red. That's a very simple. It's a very simple false color to stay on. And the diopter ranges from -6D to +2D, which is great if you wear glasses or you just want to fine-tune the viewfinder to your eyesight. Another standout is its compact size at just 348 grams. You know, if you're running around, run and gun, handheld, something like that, it's not going to weigh you down. The design also makes it super simple to mount in different ways, thanks to its rosette, its quick lock, and standard thread options like 1/4-20 with M6 threads. So now that we've covered all those items, let's get into if this is the right option for you or what other things are on the market that you could go for. I am running an FX6 right now, and usually, or if I'm using a shoulder rig or if I'm using a viewfinder, I will run this guy. This is the FX9 loop that does fit, reluctantly fits, on the FX6 monitor that comes with it. There are a few caveats to running a setup like this. One, it's not perfect. It doesn't want to fit all the way on there perfectly every time. It's a very snug fit, and you got to make sure you really get it in there. It's very long, very big, bulky. It works. The reason it's so long is because you can damage your LCD monitor very easily if sun gets in there. If you have this pointed up towards the sky, you can burn up your monitor really quickly because this is basically a magnifying glass just shooting light into your LCD screen. So it's going to burn it up very quickly. That's one reason why it's very long. It will protect it a little bit, but you will ruin this if you get this thing in the sun, direct sun, for like a long period of time. But as you can see, it's very long. And it's kind of a cumbersome, annoying thing because also you have to buy brackets for this. Bright Tangerine makes one. It's a great bracket, very sturdy. but it is cumbersome. Again, getting heavier, bigger, all that kind of stuff. So this is one option. Granted, the cheapest option. This is about 400 bucks. And you can, you have quite a bit of adjustment here. You can pull that up and then use your LCD screen standard, normal wise. And then you can close that guy back up again and use it as your, viewfinder. So an option, definitely an option. Then you enter into the HDMI Kinefinity version right here. And this guy's tiny in comparison. I mean, look at that. Look at the size difference between the two of them. It's HDMI. I would like to have the SDI version if I was to buy this, to be honest with you. Just because I have SDI, or if they make a version that's HDMI, SDI, both of those together, that'd be even better because then you'd have the best of both worlds. The FX6 does accept HDMI, but a lot of other cameras don't. So you are limiting yourself, if you buy the HDMI version, to just a camera that runs HDMI. So know that going into it. Is that a bad thing? I think SDI is more professional. It's used in more instances. It locks in place. You have less likelihood that it's going to get unplugged or broken. HDMI is not bad in any way, shape, or form, and I think that it's a great medium. This is a really good option for somebody who has like an FX3 or an FX30 who doesn't even have a viewfinder. And I think a viewfinder is still really nice to have. It gives you, in really bright situations, a lot of confidence in knowing that your image is properly exposed so you can actually see like what's happening. Whereas a monitor, it's nice to have a monitor, especially with a big image, but there are instances where a monitor does not perform as well as a viewfinder does. So that would be something that I would say is a positive for the viewfinder, and definitely a reason why I would pick one up is for that reason. Are there any other options on the market for a viewfinder like this? I don't think so. Not like this. 10-bit, OLED display. It's really comfortable. Like, it's a really comfortable situation here. But first impressions and kind of overview of these guys, it's a great little option and a great little tool. It's very sturdy. That's always my number one thing when I'm looking at equipment, is how sturdy is it? Will it be sturdy in the long haul? How will it handle being thrown around, thrown inside of a box, on a shoot where you're, throwing this thing around, run and gun situation? I think it'll do a really good job of that. It's built very sturdy. And this mount, I really like this mount. I wish more things would come with mounts that are well thought out, because this is a very well thought out mount. I like that I'm able to adjust, in multiple ways, not just adjust, but have these different mounting situations that it comes with off the top. And then you could mount this theoretically to a, there's no there's no area mounting locking pins on this. That's a little bit of an annoying part of it. So you won't be able to put like a magic arm or something like that to this and then plug it in. You could, but I don't think it'd work very well. See, I like this one. This one's nice. I like this mount that it comes with and the adjustability that this mount gives you. Being able to dial it in that way is pretty nice. I like that you can like really hold that up to your body and it feels sturdy and level. If you have this with a shoulder rig, so you mount that up and then you push this forward. You have this on a shoulder rig like so. That's pretty nice. I like that. And that's lightweight. Color me impressed. I like it a lot. All right, so just closing out this video, the Kinefinity HDMI e-Viewfinder. What is there to say? Besides, it's a great little option. The mounting bracket alone sells me on it. I love this mounting bracket. Being able to have so much adjustability right there in this guy is huge. When you mount it up to your eye, it feels very confidence inspiring. The fit and finish is really clean. The adjustability of your diopter here is really nice. Being able to just dial that in. Zero latency from what I can tell. The buttons on the sides, the top, but if you're running an FX3 or an FX30, this would be a great option for you if you're looking for a little viewfinder. Highly recommend it, actually. So with that said, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys got something from this video. Make sure to hit a thumbs up, maybe subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.